And of course, we have our reporters fanned out across the country. Joining us live, our correspondent Siddharth MP from Chennai, Dharamjot Kaur from Alwar, Rajasthan. We have Idris Loan from Srinagar. We also have with us Disha Shah. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us on World DNA.
All right, Idris, now talk to us about the key issues which will determine voter sentiment. If we start off with Srinagar, we see you standing in a jacket. We see Siddharth MP sweating away in Tamil Nadu. Of course, this is across the length and breadth of India. Talk to us about what to expect here in Udhampur.
Well, absolutely. The weather is cloudy and cold, and that's one of the reasons that we are seeing a very slow voter turnout as of now, but it's too early. Last time, if we talk about 2019, around 70% of people voted in the Udhampur constituency, around 16 lakh voters in total, out of which 7,60,000 had voted for the sitting MP, Dr. Jitendra Singh. If we talk about Udhampur constituency, it's a stronghold of BJP. Dr. Jitendra Singh is a two-time MP from the same constituency, and it's going to be a tough competition this time because Congress has fielded Chaudhry Lal Singh with the support of the regional parties like People's Democratic Party as well as the National Conference. So it's going to be a tough fight between the two, but nevertheless a lot of excitement among the people because it's the first election after the revocation of Article 370 in the region, and a lot of people were expecting that both parliamentary as well as the assembly elections will be held together in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, but that didn't happen. But a lot of excitement for the parliamentary elections as well, and people are hoping that after the parliamentary elections are over before September, there would be assembly elections held in the Union Territory as well. We've seen a lot of political parties, especially BJP, campaigning strongly, especially in the Udhampur region, to support Dr. Jitendra Singh. We saw the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, and after that the UP Chief Minister also campaigning for Dr. Jitendra Singh in the same constituency. So a tough competition, but the weather cloudy, people still coming out of their houses slowly, but it seems that last time it was 70% and this time it could be more because this is the first election after the revocation of Article 370. Yes. It also is to be seen whether the Article 370 revocation has worked and will translate into the vote and support for the BJP.
All right, well, let's go across to Siddharth now. Siddharth, thank you so much for joining us. Of course, Shivan has given you a welcome already. Now, I just want to talk to you about the importance of all the parties in the fray, of course, to begin with. What's the buzz on ground at the moment? And what are some of the key issues that are dominating voter sentiments at the moment?
So let me just start by telling you that there's a lot of buzz in the booth that I'm standing in because veteran actor and superstar Rajinikanth has just walked in to vote. So this is something that's actually set the enthusiasm here on a high. Let's remember that he's somebody who's always been extremely responsible on election day. He comes and he votes very early in the morning, and he also sends out a message to all his fans and people, millions out there, letting them know that they must come and exercise their franchisee. Now to answer your question, this is a very significant election in Tamil Nadu. We're looking at a three-cornered fight. Tamil Nadu is also a very significant state for all parties because this is an economic powerhouse, India's second largest economy. This is also a state that features very high on human development indices, be it healthcare, be it women empowerment, be it the facilities available to people in terms of healthcare, number of doctors per quantity of population. So on all of these grounds, Tamil Nadu is a state that features very high. This is also the reason why it is a very contested state in terms of politics, and for more than 50 years the Dravidian parties, as you pointed out, have been in power here, and they've been alternating between each other in power. So that's the kind of political landscape that's been prevailing in Tamil Nadu, and even the national parties such as the BJP and Congress, which have presence across India states, they are part of an alliance generally with the AIDMK and DMK parties in Tamil Nadu. So this time around, that's not the case. The AIDMK is fighting with their alliance. The India alliance, that is the DMK Congress alliance, is fighting separately, and of course there's the BJP-led NDA alliance also that's fighting. So we're looking at a three-cornered fight this time, and of course it's also a time for BJP to actually prove that, they've made inroads into the state. Because 2014 they won 1 seat, 2019 they drew a blank, and now it's time for the party to actually show, what is the impact of 10 years of their governance, and whether, the multiple visits of Prime Minister, campaign visits, and invoking Tamil in multiple speeches of his, whether that will give them political dividends this time around in Tamil Nadu. Aisha.
All right, Siddharth, thanks for all those updates. Of course, Tamil Nadu is one state which the ruling party is definitely vying to make a mark in, and we will get to know shortly. Of course, now I'd like to shift focus to Rajasthan. We now come to Dharam, who's there in Alwar. Dharam, talk to us about the political battle there in the state that you are in, and what makes it interesting, what to expect.
Well, Shivan, here in Rajasthan, it is a very age-old traditional two-party battle that we will be witnessing. It is the Bharatiya Janata Party and versus the opposition Congress Party. We do have a slight presence in terms of a couple of regional parties that are in alliance with the Congress as part of the India bloc. However, 22 seats out of 25 the Congress is contesting on. The other 3 seats are taken by the respective regional parties that are in the alliance. The BJP, on the other hand, is going solo this time. It is contesting on all 25 seats. Today, however, is phase 1 of election in Rajasthan. There are 12 seats up for grabs. Over 131 candidates across party lines who will be contesting on these ballots. Now, in terms of issues that are facing this region, we do know that Rajasthan is very tourism heavy. It's a tourist hotspot. It's also one of the key places that sees a lot of destination weddings and high profile events as well. But here on ground, in terms of everyday life, a water crisis is one of the biggest problems that the state faces day in, day out. It's not a new issue. It's something that has been prevalent for decades and decades at a stretch, especially because the state relies solely on groundwater, which has been depleting year after year. Now, it's important to know that Rajasthan is also a very farmer-heavy belt, and the state was involved in the 2020-2021 farmers' protest movement when they were demonstrating to have the laws repealed. So farmer presence being high, it remains to be seen how the Bharatiya Janata Party, which has managed to, kind of secure, the ballot here 3 times out of 4 in the last 20 years in the Lok Sabha elections. It needs to be seen how these issues pan out for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Will the opposition Congress be able to, break that cycle, especially for the last 2 Lok Sabha elections where the BJP has consistently been winning?
All right, well, Dhamjo, thank you for all the updates on that. Disha, coming to you now, of course, same question. How significant is the first phase in Maharashtra? Still continues to be a swing state. So the question really is, how important is Maharashtra in forming the political landscape in India?
Well, that is right. Maharashtra is always known for its political landscape, and this is the first time where the Maharashtra, especially the voters, will be voting in the changed political landscape for that matter, because in 2019 we have seen the political parties of BJP, Shiv Sena led Uddhav Thackeray contesting together, and the candidates were pretty much clear way back in 2019. But this time around, after the split, it took almost 3 months for both NDA and the MVA to decide on the candidate. So each and every 48 seat here in Maharashtra will be fought very intensely, and it will be worth seeing because that will determine the future politics, because Maharashtra has 48 seats, second largest after Uttar Pradesh. So the political landscape changing and its impact on the elections, it is going to be very significant. So talking about today, 5 constituencies are going to go into voting phase, and out of that Nagpur is one of the most important constituency where we are going to see a direct fight between Nitin Gadkari and Congress candidate. So Nitin Gadkari, he's an important candidate. We have seen him winning in the last 2 elections as well. So this time around he actively campaigned throughout Nagpur from the day his name was announced as a candidate till the last day of the campaigning. He was seen campaigning through each and every corner of the city. We've also seen Prime Minister Narendra Modi as well as BJP leader Amit Shah going in Nagpur and holding rallies in support of Nitin Gadkari as well. So it's a high-stake decibel campaign city for that matter. Apart from that, out of five, four constituencies are going to see a direct fight between BJP and the Congress, and the fifth, the Ramtek constituency, is going to see between Shiv Sena and the Congress as well. So definitely on the ground level, the voters will have a huge impact this election.
All right. Well, Idris, Disha, Dharamjot and Siddharth, thank you so much for bringing us the latest for now. We'll of course continue to track all the developments very closely.